What's up, guys? So we got ourselves the brand new events, the ones that we have been waiting for, but I felt like we just didn't receive them. So yesterday was Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had a great day. Even if you don't celebrate it, hopefully you had, fun or did something you wanted to do. But regardless, we have ourselves the Thanksgiving welfare, which is going to be the Thanksgiving event cycle, and it's very disappointing. Last year we had it where you pretty much got rewarded based on your level, VIP, and I believe daily sign-in amounts as well. But this time we did not get any of that. I guess, just because GoGames gave us the shooter shop, pretty much. Since we did get this feature, I honestly believe that's the reason why we didn't get any equipment sets out of it. As far as why we couldn't get any accessory sets and stuff like that, I have no idea. But I do assume it's because of this update they didn't want to give us anything. It's kind of messed up because a lot of people were looking forward to it. I even was looking forward to it, but it's just, you have yourself the login gift packs, which are nothing crazy, and then if you log in for the entire 5 days, you can get yourself a Angel's Bell, which the Angel's Bell is a title. This title was given, I'm trying to find the achievements, actually. It was actually a Christmas title, I believe. It would be under nobility, maybe. There we go. Angel's Bell. This was the title that you obtained from last year's Christmas event, and they're bringing it out in this Thanksgiving event here. I remember my account originally had that as well. It's a pretty nice title, but it does have a limited amount of time. So by the time you get it, no idea how long it takes before it expires. But it's a pretty good title, I must say. I did use this on my old account when I didn't have anything else good to go for. So you get yourself the Angel's Bell if you just log in for 5 days. Now, the following the Thanksgiving welfare, we do get ourselves Bankai Kisuke, which in the last video I did talk about. Pretty much all we did was know about his modifies. Now we have him here. And I must say, as far as the animation goes, he is probably the best looking partner aesthetically. I do like the red and pink flames purple as well. I'd say they put a lot of work into the model itself, but I'd say the partner itself is very weird. So he is a red named, and surprisingly for being a red partner, he has crazy growth rates. Now his wisdom is lacking for support, but he does have 7.2 agility growth rate for a red support, which only the legendary, the orange ones actually managed to go past like 5.5, which is nuts. And 6,500 agility base stat, 6,000 wisdom with a 4.0 growth rate is kind of lacking, but the speed makes up for that. Definitely the game is looking forward to the region meta. So all the supports are going to be a lot weaker in damage, but have a lot more buffs, utility, and just very high speed to get your Zanpakuto to go off. Strength is not that important except for physical defense. The talent itself is very good. He increases his own avoid injury rate, wisdom, and naturally has 30% of agility. So what I'm guessing is he might give himself 30% wisdom as well as the 30% agility. As far as the avoid injury rate, I don't know. If they do give it 30% immune rate, it might be a very thing that can just break the game, honestly. But besides that, we have his skill. So Bankai Kisuke from the manga itself attacks all enemies with a growth rate of 100%. Now this is definitely a lot stronger than the recent partners because a lot of them go around 60 to 80% growth rate. So we have somebody reaching the 100%. Now, this is where the skill, or, just Kisuke itself just becomes very, very they really just destroyed him. Randomly restored an ally's fury by 100 points and cast invincibility on a random ally for 1 round, while randomly increasing an ally's damage rate by 100% and decreasing an enemy's avoid injury by 100% for 1 round. So, he literally has 4 different RNG abilities in his skill alone. The first one is randomly giving an ally 100 fury points. This alone is very good. Now, the thing is, since it hits randomly, you have to just hope that it goes to anyone but the main character, I guess, or just somebody that can actually use it. Giving invincibility on a random ally for 1 round, that's another thing that's RNG as well, hits a random target. So you have to hope it hits the one you're pretty much trying to aim for. Then it also hits a random ally again, just to increase their damage rate by 100%. So, very RNG. And then to top it all off, it will decrease an enemy's avoid injury rate by 100% for 1 round. So this partner is a very, very RNG. Pretty much how Tessai as well as Kurenji work. but a more expensive, luxurious version. I do really love the partners that GoGames is releasing, but it's just the price that doesn't justify it to pick it up, and it's just trying to fit them into the scheme. It's a completely different meta from going from the cotton phase. And then on top of that, the 4 beautiful RNG effects. He restores his own fury by 100 points, so he will keep skilling. It would be a shame if he kept giving himself 100 fury from his skill itself, but outside of that, I'd say he would be a very decent partner to try out with, but the too much RNG is really scary for me. His modifiers were pretty much not too far off from what we actually had translated last time. So the first mod gives 12% extra speed, and with Raijin Yoriichi, they both, I don't know if it's just her, I'm guessing just her, she only gets 7% extra combo rate, so she will have a chance to go for extra rounds. Immune to silence is nothing too crazy. Third modifier getting an extra 18% speed. Now this was linked to the Chair Aizen. I'm not sure if it's still Chair Aizen. It does just say Aizen, but in the translations from last video, it was said Chair Aizen's damage rate will be increased by 30%. So who knows? I would hope so. It's for the Chair Aizen though. There's really not too many good Aizens, except for the CSB one, which is very old, and then the Tyrant Partner, which is a Tyrant Partner. Fourth mod with being attacked, restore HP by 10%. It fits his Bankai, just because he pretty much becomes like a zombie and just regenerates himself and really can't die. Fifth mod justifies that even more because restores HP by 20%. 1 HP is less than 70%. Now I guess these will keep reactivating if he just keeps falling under 70% after he's above it. So he is going to be a very hard partner to kill. 6th mod, immune to fury restriction and fury reduction. Pretty good because a lot of the supports in the past supports pretty much do fury drop. And Senjumaru is used a lot, and she also fury restricts. So very good immunity, but the problem is that it's so far up. They should have just been at a tier 2 modify and then put something else at tier 6. And then his ultimate mod is increases all allies' recovery rate by 50%. So, not sure what recovery rate is exactly. It seems kind of like it will affect the healing for the entire team. But Aizen doesn't heal Kisuke doesn't heal the entire team. So, no idea how that will play out. That is definitely the first time we actually see something about recovery rate. In Naruto Online, it basically, after each round, you will recover HP, and that's what it would affect. But we don't have that kind of stuff in Bleach. So, really no idea what the recovery rate is. Maybe for future partners and future stuff. But outside of the first part, let us go into the Thanksgiving welfare. So you basically get these cards. It's 100 gold to flip one. It's 500 gold to flip them all. And you basically convert cards. So you will get colors randomly from blue to purple to gold. And then I think you can even get red cards, but they're going to be extremely rare. So there's 4 types of cards. You can convert the lower cards into the higher ones, which will all very much go up all the way to be red cards. And you purchase everything in the shop with red cards only, so do make sure you see that. I would say the event seems pretty nice as far as picking up things. I am not sure how much it would cost for you to actually get these people, just because based on the points, it's 500 gold. I don't know if you would actually get a card itself, but the event seems pretty good, and then you also get yourself a item. So, these are the rewards you can get. Basic Fury Stones are nice. 100 Hogyoku Pills is decent. Then you have yourself an Assistant Mod Soul XP card, which isn't too bad if you're really trying to level up a Mod Soul. Hogo Enhanced Talisman is always good. Soul Stones, you get them a lot easier in the Void region now. Socket Stones are also very good because of the the new Senjumaru equipment. It will be going down in cost. Then you also have yourself level 5 Spirit Stone boxes, level 6 Spirit Stone boxes, and 20 Red Reishi. Now the only problem with Red Reishi is they didn't implement the way for you to actually exchange gold Reishi to red Reishi in the tavern, but they let you get red Reishi from this event. And, you can't even use it because the upgrade for the partners aren't here yet. So, upon, flipping all these cards and spending the gold to refresh them, if you get enough red cards, you can go ahead and get yourself all these partners. There's a ton of pages. You even have Ryujin here. Jugrom is 80 cards. He is the most expensive thing. They even decided to drop Raijin Yoriichi's price compared to Jugrom. And it'll just be, a very interesting setup. I would honestly love to see Jugrom, Raijin Yoriichi, Bankai, Kisuke, and then you watch in the same formation. Just to see how that would work out, but it probably wouldn't work out the greatest. So probably just, trade out, Jugram for a second, or just trade out Bankai Kisuke. Whatever it is. Chair Eisen is definitely going to make Kisuke more viable. But it's just a really RNG thing. And, the God Tessai himself is only 10 red cards. So if you can potentially get yourself 10 red cards, which you have to spend gold for anyway, you can get yourself a Tessai for the low. Other partners, they still have ridiculous prices for Demon Ichigo, Mugetsu as well. So I really doubt it's going to be like 1k gold per red card. But if you do assume it like that, then Region can cost you 60k gold, Jugram can cost you 80k gold. But by the time you spend that much into these cards, you will save a lot because you can convert the lower ones into the higher ones. So I assume it will be slightly cheaper. I haven't seen anybody actually calculate the prices, but I would say it's pretty damn good. And then the last part is basically how we had, it's kind of like a group server type event. We haven't had this in a while, actually. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe the last time we had this event was sometime in June to July. I think it was mostly June or May, where we had the Labor Glory. Or no, it was the Dragon Ball Festival, which was by far the best event I ever took part in. When it came to Bleach, that's when I started that Brazil account, and it was just nuts to get items from recharging and spending. So I believe the Dragon Ball Festival about 4 or 5 months ago was actually the last time we had an event like this. And it basically just places, like, all the servers around you are grouped up with you. And basically for this one, it's basically based on your daily top-ups. So it will count all the servers that you're connected with. If people recharge, the bar starts filling up. As you reach this, you basically are able to claim the chests. So if it reaches 20k across all the servers, you can open the chest one time. I believe you can pretty much open... Okay, so you can only open one if you didn't recharge. And if you pretty much recharge yourself, you can open both at the same time. So I'm guessing free players are only going to be able to get the Bleach Soul gift pack. They won't be able to get themselves the Soul Society gift. And the only reason I'm saying that is because for GoGames to give you 100 gold and 50 exclusive fragments kind of seems too generous. But yeah, if you reach 120k in your server group for the day, you'll basically be able to claim each chest 6 times, assuming you recharge as well. But that covers the Thanksgiving event. And it's really, really lackluster, really disappointing. I must say, it's just, nothing too crazy. Last year was definitely something that you won't forget and something everybody was hoping for. But they really did screw us with that. Then you have yourself Discount Frenzy, which is a very good way to get Hikifune. You can potentially get her for 10k gold if you refresh it down to 50%. Demon Ichigo is here as well. Mugetsu for a very stupid price. If you want to get Mugetsu, wait for Anniversary Feast. Super Rebate just came out. I never had seen this on my server. I started my account way before this thing was even implemented for Zabimaru Renji. So now is my chance to get him, even though I think I already have him. Serete Attack continues, which I'm still stacking my... actually, wow. Are you telling me that this Serete Attack stacks all the way to like server 1? Because I literally see King here with Serete Attack. I should troll him. Maybe I should just win this just to make sure he doesn't win it. But yeah, I'm surprised. This stretches from my server on 317 all the way to server 42. And I did see server 2, so I'm guessing, yeah, server 1 is involved in here as well. I saw BWG. So yeah, this is kind of crazy. Super Gold Wheel, it's really lame. It just gets you a little bit of gold. Excited and Modify still... Oh, it just started. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, that is wild right now. Wow, so I am so jealous. Like, if anyone has these 3 partners in the same lineup, this is insane. Like, you basically should just buy chances each day, reset the max times, and just work on them, because this is a ridiculous amount of fragments. All these 3 people work together so well, because Raijin Yoriichi is a goddess, and she also gives your watch a passive for the 4th, I think it's like 3rd or 4th mod. Jugram also, your watch's low-key boyfriend, second in command, whatever, he also works with your watch. So that's crazy though. You have Raijin Yoriichi, Hashwalt, and Jugram. And your watch. That is just crazy right now. Wow. I'm actually shocked seeing these three lined up together. This fragment shop hasn't been updated since the freaking Stone Age. And I honestly don't even know why this thing exists anymore, because nothing is relevant here except for, Shinso Gin, Q or Hime. Don't see any people using these partners. Who even spends on this in the first place? So yeah, the fragment shop is really relevant. But damn, this lineup is a bunch of heavy hitters right there. The Bleach Treasure Map as well, which is the second best way to get basic Fury Stones, right behind Witch's House. Mysterious Puzzle as well. Don't go for the Shinigami title. Go for either Hogu Enhanced Talismans or Spirit Stone boxes. Now, you could always go for a name change card or clan change card if you really prefer. But ignore the titles. They're going to only last for like a month. And, the battle power gain is not worth it for that much. Then we have the Clown's Treasure Box, which already ended, so that's pointless. And that covers the events. So, it's very disappointing. In other news, Tournament of the Throne still doesn't work for us in the English side or in the US servers. No idea. Only EU has been working. I need to also renew my Shinigami agent, which is running low. I can only renew for 2 more months, so pretty much by the time it's New Year's, I'll be able to do that. And it feels nice holding on to the Mugetsu title just because of the prestige. Now, in case you guys didn't notice, I did hit level 159 yesterday, so I finally capped out in this game. It took, I had this account since March. It took me a freaking long time. It took me almost 8 months. Maybe, like around 8 months, a little bit more than 8 months to actually reach the maximum level. And the XP gets erased. So once you refresh the game, if you're past 0 experience, it will go ahead and erase itself. My only dilemma is here that since I'm at 159 now, I should start, reincarnating my main character. But it's the main character. He's not really going to do anything. So what I wanted to do was maximize Hikifune's reincarnation, because she is at 157. So if I drop 3 levels for the purple one, it is 6% more damage. But I really wanted to get Namaya's 4th, because then he would go for 34% damage. And it's gold. My only issue is I don't do Conquest of Might, so I don't have any reincarnation materials to actually do that. I have a bunch of mail. I managed to stay top 10 in Void Region today, just to get myself some exclusives. Honestly, the Void Region is just like such a pain to do with. So let me just see how many reincarnation stuff I have. I really did not get any. Now, the last thing that I remember, I wish I could go back in time and rework on the Shutera equipments. Now, based on the quality, so the refines here are a lot cheaper than the refines over here, because the equipment quality is gold and the equipment quality is red. Now, I'm trying to find a good example. So here's 34 million, 3.4 million. Yeah, 3.4 million. While here it is almost 10 million. Now, the quality and the 10 level difference is something to do with it. But if you did actually get this, I might as well just get it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's 7.4 million to go from 120 to 121. And on the red gear, it's almost 2 million coins more, or 2 million silver more. And it's big. It's a big deal. So what you want to do is, before you start advancing equipment sets, do your reinforcers maxed out as the Aquaria runes and stuff. Don't do refines, because refines keep getting reset. Make sure you also do your infuses on the lowest equipment, and then make sure you do your sockets at the same time. Now, once you did all these 3 things, you can go ahead and do your equipment and then do refines afterwards. I still don't think I did refines, or not really worked on it since the time I upgraded the gear, but that's besides the point. I was honestly just hyped up for Thanksgiving, and now I'm very disappointed. So now we have to basically look forward to the Christmas events, which I'm guessing by Christmas next month they're going to have some Ultimate Battle Power event. Hopefully a good one, so I can finally use my Vitality. I have 23k saved up, and it's just really been bugging me to hold on to this much Vitality. Getting 30k is going to be a slow process. I'm going to keep stacking Vitality. That's the only thing I want to do. I want to change my team, change my partners. I really want to just go ahead and, switch out Karinji for a new support, or just get myself some more variety when it comes to the team. I've been using the same formation since pretty much April to early May, I would say. That's when I got Namaya. It was like April for the Labor Glory event. So sticking with the same team is going to be a big problem. Today is Black Friday though. I honestly don't have too many things planned. I will be browsing the internet, see what kind of deals I can get. But that's besides the point. So when it comes to Bleach Online itself, I have a ton of stuff stacked up, and I just guess I really don't have the willpower to go through it all just to actually use it. Huacamundo Treasure is an amazing event when it comes to getting Red Hole Gyoku fragments, so I am grateful for that. I did promise to give you guys a Brazil video, pretty much I think a day or two after I did the Bleach video for last event cycle. But, I kind of slipped up, and Gin said he had something on the account that he wanted to do. So I will wait until we can get that accomplished on the Brazil account. Hopefully, the game doesn't close, so I can get you guys another video. Because honestly, I didn't plan to do a Brazil video. It's just, accomplishments have achieved us somewhere. So another thing is I finally managed to do the 155 Serete Soul Palace. Now, doing the 155 Serete Soul Palace, which you really shouldn't do unless you're trying to get silver, I would assume since the equipment is at the highest level, it will have the most value when it comes to selling it for silver. So what I'm going to do is just basically stack it up. They are all level 165, and basically I finished the exam. I can go into the sheriff spot and just collect it. Now, the main reason why I did it is because when you get to 155, you can start getting yourself 2 green enchant stones every day, which, believe it or not, if you need psychic enchant, this will save your life. You also get yourself some Ryatsu cultivating pills, XP scrolls, and you get 20 vitality on top of that. So it's a very good deal, especially if you're trying to stack Vite. I honestly, I'm at the point where I kind of need to reincarnate the main character. But for now, I will focus on Hikifune. I am not sure if I would do it to... The problem with dropping levels for the main character is this. You don't want to drop too many levels, because then your experience instance is going to give you a lot less experience. That's why you kind of want to get all your partners not to lose a lot of levels. I must say though, it has been a huge journey when it came to this account. I'm going to reincarnate Hikifune because she is 157. Then the 4th reincarnation will drop her 10 levels. And then 4th to 5th is just nuts. So I do need to get myself a bit more reincarnation stones. At the same time, I want to get my main the 2nd reincarnation, but I want to get Namaya, the gold one, and Berserk Renji as well. And then going for the red one is going to be nuts. Then it's going to be Kurinji's turn, and I just have a ton of experience books saved up, but not dropping too many levels is going to guarantee me to level up my partners back up faster. So let's see what else is there. So let me check my stash of materials, because honestly a lot of things have been stacking up in this game, and I don't recall selling them or just dealing with any kind of stuff like that. Good thing is I don't need any more infuses, so all of that stuff can go. I would honestly wish I can get myself something new in this game, because I still enjoy Bleach Online. I really do. But trying to make a difference and trying to have fun, it is just, not ideal with the kind of prices that they're dealing with. And they're just, new stuff is getting more and more expensive at this rate. Another thing I do need to realize is, when the 1st of December hits, I will be doing a proper Battle Power ranking update. What that means is I will go through all the servers on all the accounts that I have visited. I don't plan to make any more new accounts. So whatever accounts I go up to, that will be the final choice for the ranking list. And I'm going to basically go through all the servers, keep it up to date, just because the Senjumaru shop update really did change the game. It scaled battle power a lot higher for a lot of people, so I might have missed a few people on the list. That's why I want to double check and make sure I didn't miss anybody out. But like I said, the battle power requirement keeps going up. It is very high at this point. I believe US is going to be at 7 mil, and EU is either at 6 mil or might be going to 7 mil as well. So it's, it's been reaching very, very far. I have been getting all these, materials stacked up with no intentions of using them. So I really do pray that the next Ultimate Battle Power event will be a supporter. No idea which one it will be though. I will take anything just to get rid of my vitality and get myself a new support though. Now we have ourselves the Hogyoku stuff. I am saving Hogyoku frags, which is another long journey. I only have 2 reds. I did save up for the godlike damage rate and speed. And then now I pretty much got myself the Keto attack and speed as well. Now it did occur to me that, just thinking about this Bankai Kisuke, I honestly think he is just a pretty terrible partner. Looks great. Has very high agility growth rate, but the skill is just way too random for it to work out. And outside of that, he is just really not worth it for the price range. I also did forget to go over his skill, so my apologies about that. I pretty much will have to show the skill towards the later part of the video instead of when I was going over him. And another thing is, last event in Huecamundo Treasure, I think Hashwolt was around 40k gold. So if he, it was cheaper to get him last event, and he ends up being 80k now. Something very strange, this game has a very, very just ugly behavior, you could say. But let's take a look at Kisuke's actual battle skill and stuff. Alright, so going to the actual preview. I'd say that the stance and the animation looks very well done. They also did a good job portraying Kisuke and just, keeping the theme going. So, like I said, the partner looks great, just like Bambietta does. But the skill and everything, it's just the effects are not there. They look nice, but when it actually comes to using them in combat, it's not the greatest thing. But everything about this Kisuke is beautiful. You will see this Benihime. It is just nuts. I'd say that the loading screen cutscene type thing that you get from his screen, or from his skill going off, is very beautiful. Even the particle effect that goes off. And the best part is, it's epic. I must say, it's really epic. You can see the buffs going off. The attack buff or whatever he does goes on to, or damage rate, goes on to the main character, while the invincibility went to him this round. But you can keep seeing this effect go off, and this time it went the opposite way. He gets the damage rate buff, while the main gets the invincibility. And then you can see here that they get the debuff. It just went off. So, this game, it looks, honestly, I like the Kisuke based on how it looks, but I just don't like the way he was made. He looks beautiful, but I feel like it's another Bambietta partner. I feel like he's overpriced, and when it has to revolve around that much RNG, it can't be that good. But man, I can watch this skill all day long. I really can. Oh man, like Benihime Kai, it just looks so good. It really does. And I think this is like one of the first I haven't seen a character that has like a proper cutscene in the Bleach Online game. So they're either adopting that from Naruto Online, or there might have been another partner that did this in the past. But I have to say that this Kisuke is beautiful. Definitely not worth the price, and it would be very hard to put into a team. But maybe once Chair Aizen comes out, you can definitely work something together. I really can't get over looking at this skill. It just reminds me of, Dragon Ball Super Kaioken Goku, when he's Super Saiyan Blue and then he goes Kaioken mode. At least when he skills, you can see the red and then like a blue aura popping out. I think it's very well done. I think it's just weird though, because the flame follows one leg and then the other flame follows the second leg. So it's cool, but then it has weird animations to it at the same time. But overall, they put a lot of work into the visuals of this partner. If only they put that much amount of work into the actual Thanksgiving events and into how the partner was supposed to work out and what his role should have been. But apart from that, at least GoGames is getting things half right. So let's finally go into the other stuff, because I can literally sit here for at least an hour and keep showing off the skill, but I at least want to get some more stuff done in the video, and then I can properly go ahead and end it. But yeah, this skill is really, really beautiful. So my apologies about showing Kisuke's skill that later on, but it completely slipped my mind when I was actually doing it. I was, reviewing him, and then I knew I forgot something, but it wasn't until then. So while we're at it, my CSB journey is coming to an end. I was actually doing CSB for maybe a week straight, and then I kind of just, gave up after a while because I get little points, and I just lack the motivation. Same for like anything else when it comes to this. I have been neglecting stuff, and now I'm actually at the point where I might not do Zanpakuto and the Shinigami agent, but I will be doing Soul Society Conquest of Might at least every day because I really need to reincarnate partners. I made that big mistake of not doing Conquest of Might. At least, like, I will do it only during every single video that I make you guys. So you can only imagine how much I slacked off on these Conquest of Mights, and it really hits me now because I need so many of these reincarnation stones, and it will take a really long time to get. So now when I get 4K, I will reincarnate Namaya. I will probably leave my main character at the first reincarnation for a very, very long time. At least until everyone is gold. Now the thing is, even if everybody is gold, it would be better to get everybody red, so then I can take advantage of the experience instances at 159, and then I can go ahead and just get the massive experience from that. But, that's pretty much besides the point. Being 159 makes me one of the cool kids. I feel special. I have made this account all the way back then in March. I have been through so much. I have progressed so much. I never stopped playing this game every day since March, and I have accomplished a lot of stuff. Now, there have been rumors, and it was a long time ago, so don't take my word for it, but I remember when reincarnation, maybe not a reincarnation, but maybe like 2-3 months ago, there was a rumor that, since the reincarnation feature came out, China did have it before us, but they were saying how after the reincarnation, 160 would be 6th reincarnation, and 7th reincarnation would be 170, so that's pretty much towards the end of the game. As you can see here, the Serite Soul Palace goes to 175, so I guess if it did cap out at 180, there would be an 8th reincarnation. That would mean that basically once the reincarnation update comes out, past 6, if it comes out, you will be able to actually change the main character's looks and abilities, make the main character a lot stronger. But these were rumors. There have been no news or information about a level cap increase whatsoever. So don't take that for it, but it would have been a cool concept if the higher your reincarnation was, the more it would change your main character to the point where they're actually useful. But for now, it will be a very long time before I see my main character level 5. And I have like really nothing else to aim for outside of that. It's better off getting your other partners because they will increase your damage. Now, being a very high level is great to get yourself that Mugetsu in a double prestige. And I have been through so much. Another thing I wanted to talk about was we are probably getting close to another US server merge. Just because the last US server merge was probably sometime in June. I believe maybe December, January, there will be a new merge for the US servers. Obviously, I'm not looking forward to the merge. I honestly don't want to merge because it will slow down my progress of just getting coins and just being chill on the server, I guess. I really just don't want to merge. Or if I do merge me up. Don't merge me down. Merging me down is going to put me in a hell that I really just wouldn't even make a difference. But still, I just really don't want to be down there. So almost 14 billion silver saved up. Almost level... Well, I'm already level 159. So I am capped out. Level 159 after so long. Looking through stuff. I have a ton of stuff to go through. And it's just a big problem. What am I supposed to go through, and when am I supposed to go through it? All these experience books and nothing to use them for. As well as the Asachi, which I need like 4K or 5K to get myself to the next one for Hikifune's gear. What I was considering to do was get the max reinforces on Hikifune's boots and rune. Try the socket, but the sockets are really expensive at this point. And I can only pretty much do one sockets for all the pieces of gear. I can't do the second unless I get another 48 sockets or something. It's gonna be really bad when it comes to that. So getting sockets is messed up if you don't take advantage of the the Aquarius set, because it's only 2 per, and then it's 4 for the second one. So it's pretty much less than half the cost for the equipment I'm stuck at. I did see a lot of the top players, they have like 130 sets, 120 sets that are extremely upgraded, but that's just, it looks really nice. But it seems out of reach for me for a very, very long time. I'm trying to think of last minute things. So my beautiful main character. Level 159 at last. And yeah, nothing else comes to mind. But as far as what I wanted to spend my silver on was just the reinforces. I have no intentions of doing Ryatsu, which I probably should. And outside of stacking vitality, I really have no goals for this game anymore. Reaching 159 was pretty much the last goal I had after Mugetsu. So I honestly don't know what to do now. I'll still be doing videos just so I can give you guys my ideas and opinions on the events and functions and stuff that keeps coming out. But nothing comes to mind at this point. I'm just gonna stack my Vite for new partners, hopefully get myself something to go for. I honestly don't see ourselves getting a, basically like last year's Thanksgiving event a week after this one, unless GoGames realizes they messed up and they decide to give us a part 2 and that gives us free items. Who knows what's gonna happen? All you can pretty much do is wait and see, but I highly doubt to see that happen. Probably Christmas would actually surprise us just to kind of win our hearts back. But who knows about that? Yeah, but this is gonna pretty much cover everything I wanted to talk about today. I feel like I forgot one thing I wanted to say. It's probably not going to occur to me until the next day either. But it is, almost 4 in the morning, daylight savings time. So the server time says 2, but it's actually 4 in the morning almost. So I'm pretty much always doing these videos very late for you guys when it comes to Bleach. And it's going to be out later Friday. So you will see this, and, I'll try to get that Brazil one out whenever Gin says we can pretty much do it, because he was trying to upgrade someone's equipment. So once that is done with, then you will see the Brazil video. And then until next events. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I would say the Kisuke is sick. He looks cool, but he's very lacking for what he can do, and the price just doesn't seem right. Before I actually end, I remembered, let me check the bonds. The bonds is something that's very important to check. Bankai, so damage rate, hit rate, damage immunity. So immune rate, hit rate, HP, and speed. He has a speed bond. So a speed bond with imprisoned Aizen. That is what the chair Aizen is going to be called. That is actually nice to find out. Imprisoned Aizen is going to be the chair Aizen. He gives him a speed bond. So you do want to partner up Kisuke with that Aizen in the first place, but he will be extremely fast for a red partner then. He will be extremely fast. Let me see if exclusive skills we can find ourselves the imprisoned Aizen yet. Yeah, he's already here. So I don't know if he was here when I made the video, but the Aizen is already here. His exclusive skill: attack all enemies, decrease all enemy speed, randomly increase furies. So slightly different. And then Bankai Kisuke, he just looks so sick. He really does. And then Kisuke's exclusive skill is still very much RNG and nothing. It doesn't even seem like... it doesn't even seem like his skill is any different from what his regular skill is. But Imprisoned Aizen has been added to the game. I have no idea where you can get him from, how you can get him from, but he will be the next one to release after Bankai Kisuke. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video for this week, and I'll see you guys next time.